Hello. Welcome to Everything Fact. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. Seafood by definition means any sea life that we consider good enough to eat. This is why it's so surprising when someone says they don't like seafood. How could they know if all they've ever tried is a piece of fish or oyster? There's so much more to seafood than that. We're here to dish up some fantastic facts about seafood. While different seafood species provide varying amounts of different crucial nutrients, it's safe to say that seafood, in general, is great for your health. Some fish, such as salmon, are filled with vitamin A and omega-3 fatty acids. Other nutrients found in seafood in healthy amounts include vitamin D, vitamin B1, vitamin B3, vitamin B12. In the early years of humanity, we lived primarily as hunter-gatherers, constantly on the move in search of more favorable hunting grounds or more bountiful harvests. One such food that our ancestors commonly consumed was seafood. In fact, it's quite possible that the first cases of humans living a more stationary lifestyle were from tribes that lived by the sea and had a regular supply of seafood. The earliest known evidence of seafood consumption comes from a sea cave in South Africa. Collections of empty shells were found at the site that dates back to 165,000 years ago. If that doesn't mean much to you, it's probably because you don't know how great omega-3 is for your body. While all fats used to be considered bad, some, such as omega-3, are actually the opposite. A few benefits from eating seafood that is high in omega-3 include a reduced risk of heart attacks, strokes, and easing arthritis symptoms. It's even been found that the consumption of omega-3 can prevent your eyesight from declining due to old age and can also improve your night vision. Firstly, the food needs to be free from artificial chemicals such as fertilizers or pesticides to be organic. For food to be certified organic, there needs to be a governing body that sets different regulations to ensure that everything is chemical-free and up to scratch. While this exists for agriculture, it doesn't exist for the seafood industry. This doesn't mean there aren't companies out there claiming that their mussels are organic, though. Instead, it means that there's no way of proving whether something is actually organic or not. All seafood contains trace amounts of mercury, but this isn't what you should be worried about. For the most part, it's the fish that live at the top of the food chain, such as king mackerel, swordfish, and sharks, which are the issue. As each larger and larger fish gets eaten by a predator, the mercury they contain is digested and concentrates. Due to this, it's recommended that you eat no more than the recommended amount of each mercury-containing fish. Although a controversial opinion, it's been claimed that different forms of sea vegetation can be referred to as seafood. Some forms have been on our menus for a long time, such as the seaweed in our sushi. Other varieties of seaweed are highly nutritious and have been eaten by some cultures for thousands of years. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, we need to make rapid changes to how we farm and consume seafood, as 87% of the world's fisheries are stressed. This means certain species are either at risk of going extinct, are found in drastically lower numbers than normal, or are currently being overexploited. While some people out there cannot stand the thought of seafood, there are many more that absolutely love it, with more and more people taking to it every year. As the world becomes more populated, this is becoming a more pressing issue, as demand for seafood has reached unsustainable levels. It's important to understand that while seafood is delicious, if we're not careful, we could be seeing less and less of it as the years go by. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button.